Hey there, welcome to another video. We are almost done with this video series, and the last thing you would do for your app is planning and pricing, right? Your app may not be free, so you might charge user because that is what normally people do, right? Our app currently have a free plan with user install it. Okay, good. They can use free plan, and these are the limitations. But it is up to you to handle the limitations, store this data in database, and tell the user, hey, you have reached 100 wish lists per day, upgrade, display a banner, and all those stuff. My job is to show you how you can create a pricing plan and how you can handle billings and understanding how billing works in Shopify. There is two ways of billing a customer. One is a custom billing, which you handle everything using a Stripe or any other billing service provider, or you will use a Shopify billing API. The Shopify billing API is also free. There is no extra charge. I think if you are making up to 1 million in every year, then you get 100% of the revenue. After that, there is a certain threshold. I have not reached that yet, so I don't know how much is that. Cool. Now I'm going to use the Shopify API. Easy, and I don't have to worry about this. And as Shopify says, the conversion rate is a lot higher than the custom API. So let's start and learn about it. In the previous video, you learned about the Remix API. I'll move myself around, and specifically the billing API. Very important. If you scroll down, they have some nice example, but they could improve it a little. But let's see how we can improve it ourselves in the video. These are the example. There are a few functions. One is called require, one is request, one is cancel. Let's start from the require. The require function will accept a plan. It could be monthly, it could be yearly, and it also accept a boolean value called is test. If it is test, then user will not be charged. So on fail, what should happen? If this fail, if user does not accept it or anything happen, what should happen? You can redirect customer to another page. You can do anything you want. Now this is what it says. Check if a store has an active payment for any plan. That's it, right? It should check, but it is not like that. To be honest, it is not going to check. The reason is, if I scroll down, this is one example that they have for the require, another example for request, and another one for cancel. Cancellation is nice and request, but the require one is a bit confusing. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, cool. Here is how it works. Request billing right away. When a user install your app, you can directly redirect them to pricing page. This is how it works. This is two files you have to modify. One is the Shopify server.ts, and add this information, monthly or annual, and this is the information you will add. This is going to be the amount, this is going to be the currency, and the interval, which is 30 days. The other thing is which URL you want this to be triggered. If you are adding it in the home page, you have to add this in the index.ts or TypeScript. This is TypeScript, but for us it is JSX, and this is the index.jsx, and it will run that. On failure, it is going to run another function. Now the problem is they don't have an example of, okay, they have another example here using plan on selection page, but this is also not complete. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say this is the pricing page. On load, this is what will happen, right? It is going to redirect user to select a plan. I have to have a select a plan page. Okay, I will call this upgrade. Let's go to the app and let's do some coding. And okay, cool. Nope, don't do that. Inside the route, I'm going to create another call app.upgrade.jsx. In this one, we are going to export something similar to what we have here as a loader function. Let's just copy this, and let's copy everything, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit. So okay, cool. This is the upgrade. We are not writing TypeScript, that's why they have the TypeScript. I don't need that for now, and if I bring it a little bit down, this is what will happen, right? So what we will do in here is, when someone visit this URL /app/upgrade, we are going to send them to the require, and if it fails, it is going to send them to the select plan. And instead of select plan, we have to find out a way of redirecting the customer. Now this is where you might feel, okay, this is a bit confusing. I'm not going to pass the annual plan, only the monthly plan for now. User will be charged as a monthly subscription, and then they will be redirected to somewhere. And in here, I'm going to redirect to the pricing page. If I scroll down, okay, cool. I am going to redirect customer to app/pricing. And the same thing happened here. So if it fails, I'm going to send them back to the pricing page. Something like this. Check billing, I'm not going to do that anything, but it is going to charge customer, right? If someone go to this URL. Okay, cool. Let's say that is the logic that we have here. Now we have to send customer to this URL. How do we do that? If I come down, I hope I'm not getting any error. If someone click on upgrade to pro, I want to trigger that URL. Cool. If I come to the pricing, this is the URL for the upgrade to pro. And for the same free price, it's up to you to design your pricing page nicer. It is not the nicest, I just did it for example, but in here I'm going to say app/pricing. Okay, cool. And the same thing goes here, app/pricing. Now if I scroll down, I have this button, but it does not have any action. So let's just do this and close the button. Okay, this is the URL, the primary button, and if you see, this is upgrade to pro. Now let's do this. If I click upgrade, what it will do? Let me just refresh it. I think it did not pick the latest changes. We can see the app is working fine. Okay, here is one error we are seeing, and this is because we did not update our Shopify server. Okay, we are importing this plan annual and we don't have it yet. So to do that, we will just open the Shopify the server. At the top we will define some constant, and below that, where we initialize our app, we are also letting Shopify know that, hey, this is our pricing model, so you have to know about this. This is let's say, okay, monthly we charge $10, and on annually we charge $100. Let's give them $20 off if they subscribe on annual plan. Now this one should be also imported from here. Cool, everything seems to be fine, and the currency code is also USD. You always charge them in USD. Cool, and that's fine. If I come back to my app, I hope I don't see any error. You should also check your console, make sure you don't get any error here. Okay, I don't see any error. Cool, it should be fine. Now let's click on this upgrade, and you can, at the bottom of the at the bottom you can see it is going to the pricing. Okay, I did some mistake. If I come here, it should not go to pricing, it should go to the upgrade. Sorry for that, it should go to upgrade. And if I come here, just wait a second. Yeah, it updated. If I click on this upgrade, it is going to take me to the upgrade page, but the upgrade will redirect me back to the pricing page. It is because if I come here, it is going to fail because there is no monthly plan here. Okay, when there is no monthly plan, it is going to fail, so we have to update this. Before I update this, if I go to the documentation and show you what is the best way to do this, if I scroll down, this is what we do. Okay, okay, cool. I'm going to copy this code instead of the other one. Copy this, let's come here and you just paste it here. Now this is what will happen. We are going to use the billing require monthly, we pass it, and this is test is true. After this is done, it is going to take us to this URL. Now this URL does not exist, and this one also will not work because after it finish, it is going to send us to the return URL. This is what I normally do. Yes, this is correct that we do, and this is my app name. Where do I get my app name, right? I don't have it. This URL, these are not here. I haven't found any example that the store give you, but let me just update this for you, and this is how I do. This will be the store name, and this will be the app name that you have, and then slash, it should go to app slash pricing, right? Once user approve the pricing, it should go to this URL. Now these two should be dynamic. To make them dynamic, I have to put them like this, and let's make this one dynamic. It should be a variable. The same thing, we will do this here, $, to add variables in here. Now you can define your app name somewhere, but the best place is to add it in the env file. So if I open my env, I have added this app name, and the app name is normally in the URL. If you come to your app, this is your app name. You can define it in the env, and I can take this from the process.env. So I'll come back to my upgrade. In here I will use the process.env.app name. This is going to be the app name, that's fine. How about the store? This store, what you can do is you can also extract session, and session will have the shop, and I can just do something like this, but it is going to give me the .my Shopify extension. You can see I can store it here, shop from session, but I should probably do this. Let shop is equal to shop, replace .my Shopify with empty, and this is what we do. What happened? Okay, cool. Let's call this my shop, something like this, but you can improve it. Of course, this is how I normally do. We just remove my Shopify from the shop session, and then we will just pass it here. Rest of them is Shopify admin, and it should work. If I save it for now, we don't need to use redirect and all of those. We can delete that later, but for now let's try again. Click upgrade to pro. It is now taking us to the upgrade URL. Now it is going to the recurring application charge. You can see they will not charge us because this is test. The test was true, and once I approve this, it is going to redirect me back to this app URL, which does not exist because it has this weird character in here. If I remove this character, it should take me to the URL of our site. Now let me see where that URL. Okay, yeah, this one. I made a mistake. Yeah, this is for the upgrade, so it will take you here. Now how do you know if the user is upgraded or not? This is where you send another request. Again, if I come here, in here, again you can read the documentation in here that you can send a request and again send it to the selling plan. But what this is, if it fails, it will take you here. If it doesn't fail, it will give you the subscription data. That is at least something we can work on this, but I will use a code that I have already written. So I will come back to my pricing page. In here, currently we don't have a loader function. Okay, so let me write the loader function. So on load, it should send the request to the Shopify and see and get the plan that we want. So I'm going to add my loader code and paste it in here. This is what we need. Okay, so this is just the basic loader function, and it is going to use the try catch block. The reason for this, on failure, I'm not going to redirect him anywhere. I just threw an error and say, hey, it failed, because I want the user to stick to existing plan too. Okay, if they are on free plan, I want them to in the free plan just exist there and say, okay, this one is selected because you're on free plan, but you can upgrade later. This is what happened. Now we have to import the rest of our data. For example, this one, and also subscription should be imported at the top. That is fine. And what else? Do we have any other error? JSON. Okay, For the JSON, you can go to the setting. We already used JSON from this one. Okay, cool. Let's come here and import it. JSON from the remix run. If I scroll down, nothing else, everything is fine. Okay, cool. Now this is what happened. First, it try to see if the user have plan or not. It is going to return an error if they don't have any plan. So that's fine, but we cache the error, and this is what we return as a JSON. Let's give it a name and give it a name called free, because if there is no subscription plan, then we can just return as a free. Say okay, they are on free plan because they don't have a subscription for us yet. And now if I scroll down inside my component, in here I can access my plan information. So let's do this. I am going to use const plan use data. Okay, I can call it plan and billing, but I don't need the billing. Why do we call it plan? Because we are passing a plan to this JSON. Okay, we are returning that, and using the data loader we just import it here. Now if I console.log the plan, see what this will be. This should return the data for us, but we have to import the data loader from the remix React. Okay, if I save it, we don't have any error. I'll come to my app, open the console. Let's check if we have the data. Yep, we have the plan because we are on monthly subscription. We just did that, and the test is equal to true, and that is what we want, right? The name is equal to monthly subscription. Okay, cool. Now what I want to do is I want to make this one selected. If this one is selected, it should be green. If this one is selected, this one should be green. Okay, that's just a basic example of letting the user know that which one is selected, but you can do better. You can hide the upgrade to pro once it is on the pro. So let's come down to my app and see how I can achieve that. If I scroll down, we have this card, and the card, yeah, the card accepts a background. But how do I know that? Okay, I also use plan in here. I'm going to replace all of this because we already have a plan variable defined and above, so it is going to create a conflict if I don't do this. I'll call it plan item and I'll save it. For now it should not make any major difference, but in here I'm going to use a background, and let's give it a background name. The background colors are in the Polaris component. Okay, well, you can check the documentation for that, but this is how it works. If I say background and I give it surface, this one should be success, it is going to give me a green color. If I save it for now, let's come here and see this is the green color. Okay, now it should not apply to both of them. Okay, this one should be applied conditionally. To apply this conditionally, I can just do this, right? I can just remove this and say if plan ID and item.plan title is equal to the name, they say highlight. Is this called title? If I scroll up, it's called free, and this one is called pro. We should not call it pro. And let's give it a name. The title is good for display, but the name is what we put in here, called monthly subscription. Okay, but yeah, we could just change this to pro 2, but yeah, we can do that. Let's give it a name, and not pro, it should be monthly subscription. I copy this and paste it here to save some time so I don't make any mistake. And for this one, it should also have a name, and this one will be free. You can give them any other name too, but like basic or free plan, but let's do it like this. At the bottom we will just compare the name. If the name is equal to that, then instead of the highlight we are going to use BG surface success. I'll discuss about the color in a minute, so let's come back here and see how it works. This one is selected and this is green. You can hide this, that's your assignment, but we have it. But you can do that, but let's continue and make this one white. Okay, it should be BG surface white. Will it work? If I go to the Polaris documentation, I will show you how the color will work. You can come to what is new, and this is the color palette. They have the example. If I go to color, this is how it works. If I scroll down, or no, the color palette, the palette and rule, if you scroll down, this is how it works. You have BG for the background, you have surface, and for surface you have different types of things. For example, if I scroll down, they give you a brand which is different, and if you want to display info, it will be different, something like this. If you say surface info, it is going to be blue color, something like that. But for the brand, how do we display that? We say background surface, something like this. We don't have anything like white. It should be background surface. If I make it right, if I come to my app, this is white now. So this is the plan. One more thing I want to make, yes, I know the video is getting longer, but you will get the idea of how you cancel it. Instead of upgrade to pro in here, let's just make this cancel. Okay, at the top, we just cancel plan, something like this. And in here, it should go to the app / cancel. You can give them a proper name, but I'll just call it cancel for now because that is easy. Okay, cool. On the server title, it should be change your plan. Okay, cool. This should cancel it. You can make it red, but for now, let's just stick with the primary. And now I'm going to create a route for this. Let's call it app.cancel.jsx. What will we do here? Again, the same thing that we have in the upgrade, we will do the same thing. So I'll copy everything from here, go to the console, cancel, and do this here. If I come to the documentation, scroll down, let's see. This is the cancel, and this is how it works. Just copy this code. Let's come here, the top app logic. Let's not import this twice. Cancel. After you do that, I want you to redirect app logic. You redirect, or it should be return redirect app pricing. Okay, if I did everything properly, we don't have an annual subscription. Okay, cool. If we did everything properly, this should work. Let's come back to our app. Let's see, we don't have any error. Cancel subscription. It is going to take us to, it's not going to do anything, it just cancel the subscription. I'll leave that on you to handle that, to show a notification or at least a pop-up. It is just redirecting so quickly that you don't notice it. Make sure you display a pop-up for the user or a modal to confirm if they want, because you don't want your customer to easily unsubscribe from your plan. At least make it hard for them, okay? Just an extra step. Probably hide this, and that will be easy. Cool. Yeah, that's how it works. Now if I just refresh everything and see, by default we are on the free plan. Okay, just grab it here. By default we are on free plan, where you can click upgrade. It should take us to the upgrade page. We approve it. Once we approve it, it should take us back to the pricing. We also fixed that in the URL. Yep, that's how it works. And this is billing. Now user will charge me $10. This is a test subscription, it will not, But if it is on live, then user will be charged and you will see this on the dashboard. Yeah, I hope it has been informative. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about, but we are almost done. Thank you.